This is Mrs. Korth's class recording their illustrations in the style of Drew Daywalt's The Day the Crayons Quit.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, you used me on a bunch of red things, but you have not used me on a bike. You color bikes purple, blue, orange, and green, but you have not used me on a bike. If you could, I would be very happy. Your sad friend, Red Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, remember when we took the vacation to the beach? Remember when you were using me for the dress? Well, then you dropped me in the sand and accidentally stepped on me, so I took a visit with a crab. Now I am finally trying to find home. Your sad and hurt friend, Pink Crayon.
Dear Miss Carlisle, it's me, Neon Yellow Crayon. Remember when we went to Legoland together? You dropped me at the go-kart station. Some kid picked me up and brought me home with them, but that's not the worst part. The worst part is that they had a dog and it chewed me in half. Please come and get me. Your one-half friend, Neon Yellow Crayon. Dear Mrs. Carlisle, hi, it's Hot Pink. You didn't really use me. Is it because I'm unusual? I never been used only once on a vacation to Hawaii, and only for the sunset. You left me in the sand, and a seagull found me. Sincerely, Pink Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, remember when you ate at that fancy restaurant? You left me in your bowl, and now I'm in the sewer. It really stinks down here. The green water. It took my wrapping, and now I'm naked. Please come get me. I can't swim well. I think I see an alligator.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, you left me in Antarctica when we went flying in the helicopter, and I fell out of your pocket and landed in the snow. Please come get me and hurry up. It's cold out here. Sincerely, Red Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, I hope you don't use me as much this year. When we went to Adventureland, we went on the roller coaster, and when you got off, I fell out of your pocket and stayed on the roller coaster. The next day, somebody sat on me and broke me into 2 pieces. I am trying to put myself back together. Come back for me, please. I'm scared. I'm going to get broken into more pieces. Your broken crayon, dazzling purple.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, Neon Blue here. Remember when you went camping and you brought your crayons with you? Well, when you used me, you dropped me on the ground and forgot to pick me up. Please come get me before something eats me. Sincerely, your scared friend, Neon Blue. P.S. A raccoon almost ate me.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, I'm Blue Crayon. Remember me? Last week you went swimming in a lake and left me in your pocket. I dropped out of your pocket and now I'm stuck in the bottom of the lake. Please come and get me. I'm scared of a giant green plant that keeps on waving around like it's going to eat me. Sincerely, your friend Blue Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, I need tape because I'm in the toy closet. I have met new friends like Lime Green. Anyways, I need tape because I tripped my side. Come bring me tape ASAP.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, it's Neon Orange Crayon here. So, do you remember when you bought your box of crayons? Do you remember when you found the box open when you got home? Well, when you got to your car, the box opened and I fell out. I have seen many cars and other things. I have also almost got run over and I have been rained and snowed on. Please come get me. Your very lonely friend, Neon Orange Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, why haven't you used me a lot? I'm always the only one left in the box. The one thing you use me for is shading and shadows. Sure, you may have used me for space, but I would like to be used more often. Maybe you could draw a moon landing picture or something. You could even draw constellations in the night sky. I would love it if you could take these suggestions and use me more. Your bored friend, Black Crayon.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, why do you only use me to color the sun? I want you to color me that's orange too. Please use me in other colors like cats and balls. Dear Miss Carlisle, Sky Blue here. I was wondering if you can give me a break. You use me for the sky and lakes, but can't Can you make a story night so I can have a break? My top is down to my legs. I know there are other blues in the world. I know Sky Blue is my name, but I am being worked out too much. Just give me a day's break and I'll be fine. Your little friend, Sky Blue.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, it's your mahogany crayon. Remember when you forgot me in France? Well, I'm still here. When are you coming? I'm worried I will never be in your coloring pictures again. Please come get me. Your long-lost friend, Mahogany.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, remember me, Magenta Crayon? Well, you know this summer when you went on that cruise, you kind of left your friend. I was splashed by dolphins, stepped on by kids, and gobbled up by a shark. So now I'm in a shark's belly. Please come get me. Your eaten friend, Magenta Crayon. P.S. The shark's hungry. P.S. I'm starving. Please bring me some food and a Band-Aid.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, it's your blue crayon and you dropped me in a pool. My paper got soaked off, so now I'm naked. I'm so embarrassed and scared to get out of the pool. Please come get me. Your poor friend, Blue Crayon.
Dear Mrs. You left me in China at a restaurant under the table. I was waiting for you, but I know now you are not coming back, so I am going to get on an airplane and fly back to you. When I was on the airplane, I got sat on and got pushed out of the seat. I got stepped on by a giant high heel. Now I'm in half. Your broken friend, Blue Thunder.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, you left me at the White House. I am getting stepped on by everyone. I am flat and all swished around. Please save me. Your dear friend, Pink Crayon.
Dear Miss Carlisle, please stop coloring red so much. You press so hard it makes me feel like I'm going to split in half. I can barely see over the table, I'm so short. I don't like being short. I need a break from coloring. Sincerely, Rough Red.
Dear Mrs. Carlisle, super non-stick ice blue here. I am starting to go crazy. I fell out the window. I got ran over by a car and it snapped me right in half. I got pecked by a bird and ate by a cat. You're going crazy, friend. Super non-stick ice blue crayon.